Alrighty, is this... Oh, is it not? Okay, there it is. Oh, and of course, the camera is not on. Let's see. Open up. Why is it not? Hello? You gonna connect? Oh, there we go. Okay, fantastic. Try this. Oh, and there we go. Oh, got to clear out my water bottles and all this kind of mess. Alrighty. Hello, hello. How is everyone? You see green. Alrighty, let's see if I can pull this over to... Yay, hi. Yes, hello. Let's pull you down over here. And there we are. Alrighty, this is going to be a meat space stream. Oh, a meat space stream where I'm going to try out a new art style that I found recently. All is well, good to hear. So general idea, and I've actually, do I have it in this sketchbook or do I have it in another one? Let's see. Yeah. So there's this thing that I saw recently where some folks take like a paper towel, a bit of paper towel, and just smudge a bunch of paper, or just smudge on the paper and make something out of it. So I'm going to get my Monster Bash notebook, or my Dungeon Deck notebook, as I suppose I'll call it now. And we'll make some monsters from that. So just one moment while I go grab the stuff. You know, I did have everything all ready before the premiere. But then unfortunately, yeah, there was a mess in the kitchen that I had to clean up like right as the premiere started. So yeah. Okay, so here's that. Oh, is Monkey over? Huh, I don't see Monkey. Ah, that's fine. Let's see, is there a way I can reduce the latency to make things a little easier? Doesn't seem like it. Okay, that's fine. Why subscriber only chat mode? You worried about getting rated? Yes, actually. So there, in a couple of the streams that where before y'all came around, there were a couple bots that came on to the channel, and I had to deal with a lot of things that I didn't want to see, and I didn't want other people to see. It is like instant, you know, you subscribe and you instantly get it, but get the ability to chat, but I wanted it to be up at the very least so that I could, you know, help control the situation more quickly. So yeah, there's that. Might be still watching the video. He joined late. Oh yeah, that makes sense. All right, and 1 and 2. Alrighty. Oh yeah, that reminded me. One more thing I wanted to go grab. Oh wait, no, it's in here. Or is it? Thought I had white ink somewhere. Hmm. Okay. Whatever. We'll do without the white. Well, no, I think the white ink is important. Seriously, it's not in here? Thought I put it in here specifically for this. I promise I'm usually way more organized. Actually, no, you all have seen the reality of the situation. Um, seriously? Oh my goodness. Okay, I'll have to find it later. That's fine. Well, it's fine. Okay, so y'all can see I actually did this a few other times. Alrighty, so let's just get started. So general idea for this is that you start off with like a piece of paper towel. You kind of fold it up however you want. Let's crinkle it. Make a deception check. You know what? I have my dice on me. That's a 2. Unfortunate. All right, here's this. So you blotch it onto the um paper towel, and then you kind of just do something on the paper, and then you have to make something out of it. So let's see. Oh, you know what? How about y'all tell me? What should I draw from this? Plant, place, person. Or object, I suppose. While y'all are doing that, I'm gonna keep looking for that ink. Is it? No. Getting bird or gun. You know what? We can do a gun. I haven't done a gun. Actually, have I ever done a gun? I don't think so. All right, let's see what we can do with that. Smoke bird. Oh, wait. We have 2 birds. Okay, well, if it's 2 birds, then let's do a bird. So I'm reading like this is kind of a wing shape, and then this is up into the neck. Kind of looking up at this point. Maybe it's mid-flight. But why would it be so crumpled up? This is definitely the feathers. Shooting 2 birds with 1 gun. Yeah, that's one of the things about new art styles is it's always like there's always a learning curve just trying to figure out what you're doing with it. Okay. Maybe this and this is the other wing. And this kind of bends around here. Okay. That's at least something. You know what? Let's actually, I think I might know where the white ink is. I found it. Beautiful. That looks cool though. I'm a big fan of Corvids. Yeah, honestly, so okay. As far as the style, this is something that I was like really interested in. I saw it from this guy. Well, I saw it a few other places first. But the one that kind of got me to try it was this channel called Chaocalypse or Chowacalypse. Not sure. But general idea is he's actually using it, or they're actually using it. I don't know if they announced pronouns on the bio. But or I didn't see pronouns in the bio. But general idea is that they're using it for solo RPG play. And so if you here, you know what? Let me just show you because I kind of copied their homework. Where is here it is. So you saw this scroll right at the beginning, right? This scroll is because I am recording my adventures in a solo RPG. So I actually have a couple of characters, Johnny and Sam, and you can see their portraits very quickly done. But the whole thing about this art style is that it's very quick and very easy to just get something going with it. So yeah. Oh, it is not showing very well. There we go. Yeah. Okay. There we go. So yeah, I'm trying that out. Maybe I'll do something with it on stream later. But yeah. I'm glad y'all are enjoying. Already we've had a couple of instances where things have gotten spooky. So I suppose to summarize the situation, right before the story, the Sam and Johnny, their hometowns. Oh no, not video game, like solo tabletop RPG. So the idea is that you're playing, like, I suppose without players slash a GM slash you are all of those. And so you're kind of manipulating everything on your own. But yeah, before the game began, Johnny and Sam's hometowns were beset by a werewolf. And, you know, they were normal villagers. They couldn't really do much. And no one really believed it when Johnny said he spotted the werewolf. And so eventually it got to the point where, oh yeah, the werewolf's real. And not only is it real, it's killed like 30 people. And that led to there being a serious issue and calling for real adventures and stuff like that. But their calls and cries were unheeded. Nobody was coming. And so Johnny took it into his hands. Johnny took it into his hands and took 3 silver coins that he found slash stole, and had them melted down into sling bullets, like, you know, like the, oh gosh, I'm trying to remember. I don't know how to describe a sling other than like a slingshot, but before a slingshot was made. But yeah, general idea is that he then took down the werewolf and became known as Johnny 3 Dimes, because silvers are worth 10 coppers, so they're known as dimes in that world. Okay, Karma the Kettengrad. I'm not too familiar with tabletop RPGs in general. Is it like a setting and story you got from somewhere, or are you just writing it as you go? Oh, be right back. Okay. I'll wait for Karma to get back before I explain. But yeah. Yes, exactly. So Penguin, or you're Maji, right? Oh gosh, I keep forgetting like everyone's personas on different places. Yeah, you're Maji. Oh wait, no, are you Detslaw? Or Detsaw? Oh gosh, I don't remember who's who. Anyway, but yeah, random. Exactly. And right now I am doing it sort of myself, but I have like the prompts, the sort of here. We'll wait for Karma to get back, but I'll explain everything. All right. Next one. I think the bird is looking pretty good. Let's refill with some ink. Your defiche. Okay, wait. Profile. That's a. Oh yes, you have fish on yours. Gotcha. Yes. Alrighty. So here's this, and then you know what, let's go this kind of direction. All right, you're back. Yay, wonderful. So we have a couple of explanations for your question. So general idea is the answer is yes. The answer to your question is yes. You can do it a few different ways. You can have a pre-written game. You can have a pre-written setting, or you can do it just as you go. I'm doing a little bit of a different direction in that I have. So, okay, main parts of tabletop RPGs are the dungeon master, the players, and the dice. You have the person who's sort of setting up the story. You have the people who are playing within the story, and you have the things that sort of moderate the success and failures. Well, because you are participating as both the person who's setting up the story and playing the story, you need to have something that sort of adds an in between, something that makes it so that you're not just solving every immediate problem because you have an answer to it. And so that's how you get sort of these prompting pages. You get rollable tables and stuff like that. Glad that I closed that. So for me right now, I have these two. I set up the characters without this this starting point, but general idea is that these are all a bunch of rollable tables, and this is a little map that I'm sketching out that help me determine what's going on. So one of the major parts of it is this solo engine oracle. So if you were to say, okay, well, I don't know what's happening. Okay, we're in the middle of this room. I search for a secret door. Is there a secret door? You can roll on this oracle, roll a d6, and it'll tell you yes or no, or levels of yes or no. So that says 1. That is an extreme no. So there not only are there no secret passages, but it is clear that but something else adds on to it. And then also you see this bolded narrative shift that can actually add in something else that says, oh, hey, this is something. It not only is this question moot, but something else happens to sort of make it, to interrupt it, to add another dynamic onto the situation. And then you have various things like, oh, hey, here's some general ideas for clues. Here's some general directions to go in with details, adjectives, nouns, verbs, themes. You can come in with NPC interactions, motivations, interests, financials, and secrets, stuff like that. They're just a bunch of like tables that you can roll on, like with D6s and stuff. So yeah, a lot of it is sort of random prompting, which kind of fits in with the vibe of my channel and my vibe in art in general. All right, so there's that. Hopefully that was a good enough explanation. Oh, as far as the system, I am using Knave 2nd Edition. General idea is that you don't have any classes, you have like some basic stats, but they are somewhat determinative, but not very much. Like both of the characters' biggest bonuses are +2 on a d20 roll. And it comes from the old school Renaissance tradition, which general idea is that you're trying to simplify everything that's on your character sheet so that you're actually problem solving yourself. Yes, and then what was the other part? Oh yeah, the other part. So Knave 2nd Edition, no classes, nothing really special. You're just a person who has an inventory. So for example, a fighter is someone who has a sword and has like a bunch of armor on. A barbarian is someone with a really big axe and no armor on. A wizard is someone who has a bunch of spell books. That's pretty much it. You kind of have to figure it out from there. But yeah. Alrighty. Oh, this isn't centered. Let's fix that. Oh, I'm using my phone for a camera, so it's always a little bit different setup. I can't just like leave it in the same place. Is that good? Yeah, that looks at least better. No, that is not better. It is still showing the edge like of the table over here. There we go. That's a little better. Yeah, that'll work. You can see this, but whatever. Alrighty. So next thing. What the heck is this? What do you all think that this should become? Creature, object, landscape, architecture, person, portrait. What are you thinking? Oh, also, was that explanation clear enough? I wanted to make sure that I like got it across. I may have overspoken a bit. Oh, did something happen? Okay. Well, there's that. And let's see. You're seeing a fortress. I see a brown paper bag on something's head. You know what? Let's combine the two. Let's say that it's a fortress on a giant's head. So, okay, how do we do that? General idea, let's reinforce the beginning of it being like a fortress kind of thing. Maybe this is some kind of rounded palisade. I don't actually know what palisades are. I should look that up. Here are the matriculations. By the way, matriculations are a great feature that nobody uses enough for design. Yeah, I already know how TTRPGs work, so yeah, I'm a D&D 5th edition Dungeon Master. Oh yeah, I think you mentioned that, did you, oh gosh, I'm trying to remember weren't you the person who brought in, who had your players find the stock mimics and absolutely hate them? Yeah, it was good. TTRPGs are interesting, but I don't know if I'll ever get into them. I mostly just read and play obscure video games. That is a good alternative. Honestly, gosh, I really want... okay, I've gotten into a lot of fairly obscure games. I mean, like, Hylix is obviously one of the ones that I have played. Actually, let's make this a hat. I like the idea that this is just a hat. And a very stylish one at that. Hylix, I've played Phantom Dust, I played Yume Nikki. Oh no, that wasn't me, lol. Maybe Monkey? Yeah, it was probably Monkey. I was like, it's either you or Monkey. I know that both of you are DMs. Oh, maybe something like this. And then we can have it be sort of a just kind of giant, not very descript person. Sort of Scully. Obscure niche. Ooh, Yumi Nikki fan. Yeah, so I enjoy, I will say, Yumi Nikki is really interesting, but gosh, it it's one of those games that I feel Hylix definitely learned from and fixed a lot of the issues with. Because one of the problems that I had with Yume Nikki is that, yes, there's a lot of interesting things to do, but there's so much dead space in between and not much guidance once you get started. It's like a puzzle game, but you don't have a clue to begin with. So at one point, I actually ended up doing a guide, and it kind of ruined the whole rest of the experience for me. Which, I mean, like, there was no way I wasn't going to get a guide, but it was just like, the fact that I feel that I need a guide is frustrating. Because I was just wandering for like 3 hours, and I saw no progress. Well, I feel like it's less of a game and more of an experience. I think it's fun. Oh, most certainly. Yeah. I suppose I'm just thinking it on the game design side because that's what I'm more familiar with. Okay. I think this has gotten kind of fortressy. What do you all think? There's that. Oh, it's getting a bit darker. Let me turn on my light. That's not overexposed. I've been detailedly documenting everything in a notebook. Yeah. Honestly, I love games like games where you pull out a notebook. Recently I actually just beat Blueprints. Well, not beat Blueprints, but I got to room 46, which is, I suppose, the primary win condition. But yeah, it's interesting. That felt like, oh, sudden yellow. Oh, here, let me neutralize the light. Nope, there we go. Is that turned it white? Apologies, this ring light is unfortunately, because I'm colorblind, the fact that ring lights have RGB controls don't necessarily work for me. The unmatched power of the sun has arrived. It is actually the matched power of the sun because the sun is starting to set over here. Starting to fall behind the mountains. Okay. Yeah, I like the cut of this hat. Okay. So there's this. Didn't really need the white, but I kind of want to use it just so that I can do something with it. Maybe we pull some little details out from here. Okay. Like maybe we say that there's a little, yeah. There's that. I want to get back into NetHack again. Wait a minute. Isn't it that oh gosh, is that the game where you're like actually kind of playing as a hacker? It's not actually hacker because that would just be boring. But like, oh gosh, you're the one where you're actually playing commands. Here, one sec. Oh gosh, y'all are making this terrible footage, but you know what? I am all here for it. Or this is gonna be terrible footage. I shouldn't blame y'all. This is as much my fault. Oh wait, no. It wait, what's that hack then? The heck is this? All right, I'm gonna add that to my wish list. Oh, it's okay. Gotcha. I see what this is. I've played a version of things that are like that. traditional roguelike from 1987. Yes. Okay, that's cool. That is very cool. I like that. I'm just gonna... Oh, I'm overbrushing. I have too much paint on this, or too much ink on this. Let's actually say that there's some kind of something over here. And then, yeah, let's just paint some white in this direction. And just see how it feels. Yeah. Maybe a little wonk. Alrighty. If we distract you enough, you can't turn this into a video. Exactly what I was thinking. Like, oh no, this can't be a video. I mean, like, I already have footage for the next video, and probably, like, so what it is that I'm gonna try to do even more streaming than I was at the peak of streaming, just because, gosh, that was really nice. It was really nice streaming, and I like that. And also the fact that I don't have a job right now makes that a little bit easier. So there's that, and I'm really gonna focus on the YouTube channel at this point because, yeah, it looked like a happy smile on the face. Yeah, it kind of does. Alrighty, and then let's just, you know what? I'm gonna take a little brushing on this. Let's just grab you and then do a very, well, no, you know what? No. Let's keep to the rules. Let's keep to the rules of the thing. So I'm just gonna shade the in-betweens. Yeah. Sort of make that the way you distinguish the space. Wait, did you just get laid off? I thought you were working. Yeah, last weekend, literally the guy who runs the store I was working at called me in and said, "Hey, yeah, I know that I said that, and I know that you thought you were going to be doing a 12-hour shift today. No, you just don't match the kind of, what is it called? You don't match the culture that we're trying to do here." And I'm like, "What the heck do you mean by that?" And he just didn't answer the question. So at this, and this was right after I submitted my um request for accommodations, because, you know, I'm colorblind, I have autism. Those are some things that, you know, I need to make sure are on the books. And you know, it just, gosh. Yeah. At this point, I think that it might be a good idea to start looking at other countries to live in. Because this is the third job now that I have been fired under dubious means. So yeah, that's, it's just weird. It's just weird. It's just weird. I don't really know what to say at this point. I'm not going to defend those folks. What the heck? I'm so sorry. Yeah, I mean, you know what? At this point, I already wanted to go to the Netherlands to visit, because I just like their infrastructure is like really cool and really well made. Now I'm gonna just see, hey, maybe the Netherlands is a place where I can actually like live for maybe let's say 4 years, maybe 5. But yeah, okay. Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, it's just unfortunate. All right. So, what do y'all think about this? Put the little, oh, you know what? That doesn't have a cheek. Yeah. I like this as sort of the hat. Fortress hat on top of a giant's head. Oh, you know what? Let's put a little person right up here. It's kind of yeah. Just kind of looking over everything. Maybe other one over here. Just pointing. Can't unsee the happy face. Yeah, kind of dopey. Alrighty, let's move up to the next one. Well, actually, wait. It's a little wet and I don't want to ruin the bird. All right, next up. This just looks like a wort tentacle crawly with a happy face. Oh, a weird tentacle crawly. You know what? That is perfectly fine. I do not reject any interpretations of this art. Oh, that's a bit bright. Let's darken this a little bit. Oh, that was the opposite. There we go. Hopefully that won't be overexposed as much. All right. What does this look like? I really should fix my tendencies to not care about spelling online. It's whatever. I mean, honestly, with how much autocorrect there is, it's not a big deal. And eh. Honestly, misspellings have led to some of the funniest jokes. My friends are probably really good at interpreting gibberish. Person doing the French girl pose. You know, yeah, I suppose I see that. All right, let's see what we can do without getting demonetized. I mean, you know what? I don't use autocorrect. I hate it. Yeah, fair. I can't see anything. Okay. How am I doing this in a way that does not get me demonetized? I mean, okay, I'm not monetized in the first place, so you know what? What do we care? Let's just thigh. Well, wait. That's wonky. That's already wonky. What the heck am I thinking with these kinds of proportions? Okay. These are the proportions that belong on an anime girl. An anime waifu. You know what? Let's go in the pen. Lol. Yeah. This is... Alrighty. Big frickin' foot. Okay, let's just... Yeah. Kind of a rounder belly. Kind of a... How the heck? I have to see it in small in order to get the French girl pose. Okay. Let's just say that the head is kind of generally in this direction, and then this is the back arm. All right. Okay. I think I know where to put the highlights now. We'll see, though. And heaven knows this is not going to turn out well. That's fine. It does not have to turn out well to be good practice. The whole point of this is practice, I tell myself as I scream internally. I do not like. Okay. Here's that, and then here's this, and we're just gonna white and just leave it there. We are not going to give that area any detail at all. I do not want to have my channel deleted. Let's like this, and then kind of like that, and then walk this over, and then sort of give this the outline. And yeah. Okay. Do you ever watch someone doing something and just want to say, let me do it? Please, let me hand this to you. Take it. Do it yourself. Fix it, please. Alrighty, I think that this is not going to get any better. Okay, here's that. Next up. And just to let y'all know, I'm not going to be streaming for like 3 hours like I did before. This is probably going to be an hour, maybe an hour 15. Just because I have not streamed in a long time, and I do not have I don't have my streamer's legs yet, or streamer's voice, or whatever it's called in this industry. I am still rusty on it. Okay. Alrighty. You know what? Let's just give that some more there. Wait. It looks, when you turned it upside down, it looks like an upside down thing. It's already been 45 minutes? Yeah. All right. Next up, here's this. Wait. Okay. Karma, what do you mean by it looks like an upside down thing? I am increasingly worried about that. Like, what kind of... Wait. Is it an upside down thing that I should not show on the internet? I mean, that I should only show on particular sites of the internet? That's worrying. Anyway. What is this? What is there a way I can... I don't know what Karma is saying, to be honest. Thank goodness. It was... I really... Uh-oh. It was a really bad joke. Oh, you mean it looks like it's something that is upside down. Okay. Yes, it was a bad joke, but it is very funny now that I didn't get it the whole time. Looks like a karate dinosaur. I was getting some kind of pareidolia from this. Like, here's an eye, here's another eye, but now I just see, oh yeah, this is a big freaking foot, just blah. I'll double for karate dinosaur. Beautiful. Alrighty. Let's give this a big freaking maw. And then big freaking knockoff foot. And then it's kind of laying down here with its other foot. Maybe it's like in the middle of the air. And then this could be like its elbow. And then head with a doofy little eye. Let's actually darken the whole area. I don't tend to do much highlighting in my work, but this is forcing me to use the white as a white a lot. So this will be interesting. All right. Let's see what we can do with this. Let's do the implied, like, well, now we're just drawing the outline of toenail of the claw nails. Whatever. We'll fix it in post. Not that there's going to be any sort of post-production on this, but whatever, we'll see. Big frickin' foot. We'll kind of give the body a little bit of love. And point for the eye. And cheekbones. Kind of lightening up where the light will strike. Let's actually just give it a lot more space. Maybe a bit of light this way to kind of line up a shoulder. And then sort of weird hip things that animals have. Alrighty, and then elbow. And what? Let's see. This is going to be on the near side. This is going to be on the far side. There's not going to be much light. So let's just do it over here. Let's just brighten this up generally. And then we can shade it in later. Kind of do this. All right, that's looking much more like a dinosaur now. Let's come around with some hatching again. And then there we go. All this extra stuff over here is the VFX. Alrighty, and I think we have it. Yeah. It's certainly video gamey in that it certainly pulls off that idea of this is like a foot that's becoming huge. I always think of the Donkey Kong fists, like from Smash Bros. Therapist, Karate dinosaur isn't real. It can't hurt you. Meanwhile, karate dinosaur. Alrighty. So there's that. And then, all right, 10 minutes. We probably have time enough for one more spread. So let's get next setup. Alrighty. And whoop. Alrighty. You know what? Let's go this direction. All right. Let's actually jacketize that. There we go. What do y'all think? I feel like something's missing. What am I missing? An inkwyrm? Is it an inkwyrm? I mean, maybe? How though? Where the heck? Or a dragon, but I like inkwyrm. Yeah. Okay. Oh, so like this is the face and then it kind of curves around. Oh, I get it. Oh, okay. Rolled up hedgehog is what I see. Fair enough. Huh. You know what? The hedgehog, I do see it. I do see that much more than the inkwyrm. I see head up top and wings. Yeah. Let's go for the inkwyrm just because like that feels like more of a challenge. Like, oh yeah, hedgehog, I can just kind of roll it up and boop, 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 boop. It's upside down. The inkwyrm is upside down? Or the hedgehog is upside down? Oh, I see the hedgehog, like arm and then little leggy. Kind of looks like legs in the middle, to be honest. Yeah. Like if we were to do it this way, here would be like some kind of head pointed this way. Maybe it would be more of a sort of, I suppose, like turned around dragon kind of thing. Well, not a dragon, but like a lindworm. Moto dragon. That's what I was thinking of. Anyway, the hedgehog is this chat delay is something as always. Yeah, you know what? For the next stream, I'll see if there's a way for me to, well, you know what? Let me see if I can do it for this stream even. Is there a way I can, that is an overlay for breaks? Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, I can yoink that. I am more than happy to yoink that later. Let's see, customization. Chat delay. I don't want to delay chat even more. Stream VODs, promotions, altered content. Oh, yeah. No, I do not use AI. Ugh. Okay, I don't see any way to do that from here, but I feel like I saw a setting for that kind of thing earlier. Let's go inkwyrm and just do it. I will figure out the chat delay later. That is going to be a thing for later. Yeah, I sort of see the snakiness. The inkwyrm. It kind of, something is, okay, so. Yeah, the wings look a bit different. Maybe they come around down here. Then here's sort of the termination of the tail. We just schwunk. Like a real big nib on this one. I wonder what the equivalent of a big nib means for inkworms. Wait a minute. Ignore that. Ignore that. I just realized what I said. I realized the implications. Alrighty, so here's this. Here's this, and then maybe this is some kind of whoosh of the tail. Don't you give me the oh face. Don't you dare give me it. If I look in chat and you've given me the oh face. Dang it. I'm halfway here. I'm halfway to banning you. Yep. It's much bigger this time. Yeah. Oopsies. Yeah. You can plead your crimes to the moderators that don't exist. Alrighty. And here's this. So we're gonna kind of give it a little bit of shine over here. And then shine over here. Just gonna get a little bit of that grip. Ink, if you ban me, you lose 50% of your audience. I know. That's why you're not banned yet. Merely because you are half of the audience. But once I get more, you're in trouble. Yeah, I like this. Wonder what the shadow's about. Like, why is this black part here if the drawing is working the way that it is? Oh, you know what? I think I know. And you know what? Let me just give it a little bit more. Yeah. It's coming straight from the nib. There we go. As soon as you get popular, I am gone. Absolutely. You're just donezo. So count your days. Yeah, honestly, I like how this is. Let's see. Maybe I should put a little bit more over here. And a little bit over here. There's that. There's this. So you see it's kind of like coiled up over there. Here's this. Then I'm just gonna let's double do it. All right, there we go. That looks good. Maybe a little bit better, like if it were dark right here. Yeah. Serious talk for a sec though. You deserve way more attention. Your art is great, and I know a lot of people would like it. Oh, thank you very much. I'm actually uh, there are a lot of things that I've heard about my art, and a lot of people who really believe in it, and I really like that. I'm glad that people enjoy my art and enjoy this kind of work that I make and think that it's so creative. That's actually kind of the compliment that I've gotten the most, is that it's so creative. And yeah, I just hope that I can share it with more people, and that it can, I don't know, as far as actually getting more people, that is something that I'm considering options for, because if I'm going to move to the Netherlands, I've actually already done a little bit of research to that. I would need to be I would need to be under one of three visas. Student, which is possible. I could get into a university, but that's going to get me more debt, because I would not be able to like get the citizenship free scholarship kind of thing. Two, refugee. Um, if I'm in that kind of situation, well, really, I just don't want to be in that situation at all in the first place. And then three is what's called the DAFT. It's basically this kind of business treaty where if you're an American, you can if you bring a business that makes at least 2,000 euros a month after like 3 months, um you can actually get like the beginnings of a visa there. Like you can get a long-term stay visa and build up to like an actual citizenship over like 7 years. Oh yes, also your attitude and personality are super entertaining. Oh, thank you. Do you speak Dutch? Not yet. I have been studying Dutch for the past couple weeks. Actually, I've been like looking at Dutch for a lot longer. So I get a little bit more than what I've actually learned. But general idea is no, but I'm working on that. And I know that I can probably learn it fairly well. I actually learned a good chunk of Japanese, which is like one of the top 5 hardest languages to learn from English. Um, and Dutch is way easier than that. Holy crap! Like, like the word for water is spelled the same in Dutch as in English. The only difference between water in Dutch and water in English is that you pronounce the W as a V. It's like, this makes sense. It's Dutch I feel confident about. But as far as like going back to the visa, I would need to bring a business over. And the only thing that I have a prospect of becoming a business with is this art stuff. And so that's one of the things that's going on right now. I'm waiting to hear back from a program that turns like hobbyist arts from people with disability, like arts from people with disabilities from hobbyists into like professionals. And the whole idea is so that maybe I'll be able to make money with that. And then second thing is that I am thinking of hiring a YouTube consultant, someone who actually like knows the program, knows everything about the algorithm, and can basically teach me how to take this from just here I am, here's my stuff, to okay, I actually know what I'm doing now. So yeah. This is, yeah, it's a thing. Okay. Next up. Sorry, I didn't mean to get like so deep with y'all. These are things that have kind of been weighing on my mind, and I feel like I have a direction to go in, something that can work, and something that like I have the capacity to do. Like, I know I can do YouTube every day. I've already done that. I just need to get better at it. We've passed an hour. Oh, okay, yeah. Well, I've already made this, so we'll wrap up on this one. What do y'all think it is? Yeah. Oh gosh. Oh, my shoulders are tight. Okay. Actually, oh yeah, while I'm waiting, let me note down in my notebook or in my calendar book. Oh, come on. Really, it's a pocketbook more than anything. I choose this one? Ah! The whole point is that I don't have to. Let's see. One moment, I'm just gonna look for my pocketbook for a sec while I come up with ideas. Oh yeah. I put it with my saddlebag, or not my saddlebag, my satchel. Okay. One thing that I've wanted to do with these is make a landscape. So let's see if I can make a landscape. This kind of reads to me like some kind of ruins. I see something spider related. Well, let's make it spider ruins. Yeah, maybe this is like the corpse of a giant spider. That is sort of desiccated, and now these have kind of turned into pillars. Maybe people moved in to the exoskeleton. Shh, don't give them any ideas, Karma. As a side note, I'm writing a massive Discord message about NetHack. You will see later. Sorry. Oh no, you're good. Yeah. Okay, so here's this. And kind of boink. There we go. Oh, back on the topic of really cool and obscure games. There's this guy. Oh gosh, what was his name? It's a YouTuber whose like claim to fame is was it like dark medieval fantasy? Oh, sorry, I messed up pronoun, my bad. Oh no, that's fine. I mean, like, I kind of autocorrect my pronouns at this point because my own family still has trouble sometimes. It's like my mom and my dad still are saying Mr. and man and guy, and it's like, you know, and still calling me their son. So I am more than used to it. There we go. And kind of bring it into this. You know what? We'll black that out. Yeah, maybe these are like, these are the spider's limbs that have gotten turned into pillars. I like that idea. And so this would be, yeah. Okay, and from here we need to do the under boink. This, and then, yeah. Okay, let's black that out because that's not gonna be, yes. Here we go. This is looking like a proper landscape. Like, it looks huge. I feel like it's kind of deserty. Well, no, you know what? It's not deserty. It's in the middle of a freaking forest. Because that's where spiders are. I mean, like, there are some spiders that live in the desert, but yeah. Vast majority live elsewhere. I mean, vast majority of creatures live outside of a I shaded the wrong end. Oops. Say that this is kind of a, there we go. All right, and then say it's some kind of like darker foresty area. Wood that up. Sketching this out super quick. And yeah, that serves as shadow. And then we'll pull straight up over here. Yeah, I like this. Oh, and it feels like it's kind of blending into the background, into like the forested roots. Maybe the exoskeleton isn't even there anymore. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna put this like as a place that can show up in the solo RPG. Like, I don't know, I'll assign it to one of the possible results on the rollable tables. Yeah. And I bring this down. And it kind of broke here. So this is a separate one. Yeah. That's really cool. Yeah. Oh, I love it when this kind of thing comes together. Like this is the coolest part of art. Yeah, you know how Bob Ross, weird like kind of direction to go in, but I promise it works. You know how Bob Ross in a lot of his paintings just does like there's a point at which he usually just says, "Oh, and let's put this right here. We're going to just use some cardamom yellow and smack it straight in the middle of this forest." And it's like, what the heck? That doesn't work. That doesn't make sense. What are you doing? And then like 5 minutes later, all of a sudden it comes into focus and it's like, oh, that makes sense. But yeah, I'm stealing that idea for a location in my novel. Yes, please do. This would be fantastic. And if you want, I am more than happy to like refine this into a full illustration. Wow, that feels, honestly, this might go in a video. This might go in a video. That's just so cool. Alrighty, let's leave this here. I think this is a good time to just call it. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to top this. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, sweet. Well, I hope you all had a lovely evening and yeah. So, oh gosh, I don't know why I keep forgetting the start of it, but once I get started, there we go. With the little ending blurb kind of thing. Anyway. Alrighty, that's it for the stream. With that, let's bring this this stream to a close. For those of y'all with dark skies, good night. And if you have bright days, good morning. Whatever part of the world you're from, I hope you have a lovely morning, afternoon, evening, and night. Goodbye!